Alrighty then, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy like one half and duo, and uh doing this video little podcast. Basically it's a part of the refresher that if I was wrong I would like to correct myself or explain some things or whatever. If I got it wrong, got it wrong. I'm not above being supposed to admit that I got things wrong. So in 2017, like I people who've been watching this channel, they have seen that I've got a lot of things correct. But there's some things that I did got wrong, and I am somewhat surprising. Somewhat surprising, someone like, go figure. So I want to correct some of the things that I got wrong, or some of the stuff that I said, and I didn't explain it out that well in this little quick podcast about 2017. So, in let's start off with one of the videos I did about Nintendo Bethesda about Skyrim. In that one, I should have explained it more better, but I didn't. And I have to say shout out to Ye Yao, who was said in the comment section, and I guess I wanted to get at it and I didn't get at it at the time, but now I'm gonna get at it and apologize. But the thing I had wrong was I should explain out that Nintendo did spend the money to get Skyrim, to develop Skyrim on the Switch. But but in the week of the release of Skyrim on the Switch, Bethesda bought back the rights for the game, the publishing rights. So that's something I should explain out. That's basically what happened at that juncture. Now, this right here is pure speculation. What I want to say next. I'm thinking because it got basically almost great reviews and people was liking it. I think Bethesda just said, "Hey, we'll take back the publishing rights. We get the more. Of course, if you're a publisher, you get more money, as well as developing the game." So that's what I was. That's why I I'm speculating that happened. But in all honesty, they did buy back the publishing rights in the week of when the game released, but Nintendo did spend the money to help Bethesda to coach Bethesda to port Skyrim over to the Switch, and I still stand that that's something I never port over, but people are enjoying it. People are having fun with it. I hope it sells well. I am not a person who will backtrack and say, okay, I want a broken game on my console, but if people like it, they like it. I like other people who said who don't want that, but when a game come over that's like this, they come up and say, oh, well, I let it slide because it's a game I want, even though it's a broken game, but whatever. That's for them. Another thing with that, I have to say I got wrong was also with Bethesda. I thought that, technically speaking, they did. In a video I did in 2016, and I said Bethesda might do one game and whatever. I was wrong in that one because, as it stands now, they're doing 3 games. They did Doom, they did Skyrim, and they're doing Wolfenstein. So, hey, shout outs to them for doing that and proving me wrong, and not so they got 3 games to publish. So I give Bethesda that. So I had that wrong about how much games they're gonna publish. Let's see if during the game, you know what? Let me put it this way. I hope that they didn't have high hopes for the game, so they didn't have like a high budget or high something that they're like, okay, you know what? You sold this, good. Let's enjoy. Let's go ahead and put some other games over later on in the Switch's lifetime. So that's another game I had. That's another thing I had wrong. And to be honest, you know, what I just said about Skyrim, That's something I could happy to be wrong about, having more games on a console. I'd rather be wrong about that than anything else. So they did. Hopefully, Wolfenstein is a good port. I would hope that they take what do you call it, use of the Joy Cons to be like how they did with Resident Evil, even with the whole gyro, because that's what will make me buy the game. Because I didn't buy Doom on the Switch because it didn't do that. Because I have Doom on the PC, so I use my nunchuck remote for that, so I don't need to do that. Now, I have to say that also that there's also this one is on wrong and right. Wrong that I thought they might change their ways. Right that I know they wasn't gonna try to change their way because when the money comes in, and that was EA. Thinking, wow, you got a lot of games getting released this in 2017. You're gonna at least act right. Well, I was wrong that they would act right, but I know I would. But I have, you could go back to my channel. I have two videos specifically talking about how EA does is just pain in the ass and just stubborn and whatever. And basically, every game that they released that I could think of had problems and had a controversy with it. Mass Effect Andromeda, Need for Speed Payback, Star Wars Battlefront, of course. And of course, the new game, FIFA. Yep, FIFA on the Switch. Which I was not surprised. But I was hoping that they would change their ways. So that's mostly of a hope than just getting things wrong. I thought they would have had, okay, all these games, you got all this stuff, you talked about it, so you got on stage saying how you're going to do this. A Nintendo's event, and I was proven wrong and right. Like I said, that y'all was not gonna learn your ways, and the only person who could stop that is gamers, of course. Not surprisingly. Another thing I would say is 2017 also showed me that there was a little bit of good, there were a lot of bad, and a lot of good. And the gaming industry basically made an uptick. But it shows me that a lot of human beings are not going to, they're going to pay for what they pay. They're going to talk what they're going to talk. And with that said, another thing that I got wrong, and I have it in the video, the Metroid, and I had it wrong. I thought Metroid Return of Samus was going to sell like 1 million without no problem, because it was getting great reviews. Hell, they got an award, the Game Award show. I was thinking this thing is going to be great. It's going to be all right. Well, come to find out, nope. Gamers proved me right again. So you buy the crappy games. You put me right in that part, but you put me wrong that in the thing again. Wrong or right? You put it right that you buy crappy games that have broken bugs, glitches, and everything, but you won't buy games that don't have that because of how y'all stance is. And yeah, I'm shocked in a way that I really did thought that Metroid Return of Samus would have sold better than it did, but that doesn't bode that. But that kind of reaffirms that, yep, when Metroid Prime comes out, I don't want to hear people bitching. I do not want to hear people bitching when Metroid Prime. If you don't sell 5 million, I don't care what anybody's saying. I know I'm going to buy the game. I know I bought all the games, but I was wrong to think that people would do great reviews, and it was simple, and to me, it was one of my fun games of top 3DS games of 2017. Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one, and I'm sorry. I can't stand by that, but I was wrong to think that fans would change their minds with this, and so another lesson learned. Now in 2017, 18, I should say, we are here. Is anything? Are there going to be some patterns going forward? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We will see. But those are the things I know off the top of my head that I could figure out that I was wrong about. And like I said, man, if I was looking into things and saying, yeah, should have seen some of them. Some of them are patterns, the good, like I said, the good and the bad one together. Yeah, I was just seeing a pattern. The one that was wrong, like I said, the one with Bethesda. That's one thing I'm wrong, and I was happy that I was wrong that because we have more games in the console. Now let's see if 2018 will be a better year, and a lot of the crap goes down. So with that said, I'm gonna switch over to another podcast for anybody listening right now. I do want to talk about one more thing before I call it night. So I'll end it at that. And you know the old saying is what I always say: there's no perfect game. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on all consoles, even PC. Peace out.